So, welcome back. The world has gone to shit.
Yay! Welcome to a literal country of fire and hell on earth.
Welcome to Hellfire. This is just population us. Hi, hello.
Truly.
Oh, God.
Hope that you are settled and comfortable because I think the next 4 years of our podcast are going to be us introducing it that way.
Oh, God. I just want to be, cocooned in a blanket with, hot cocoa and, no problems. And here I am with the opposite of those things.
Yep. That sounds ideal. To be able to check my news app and not see the world is on fire.
Not just, burst into tears at any given moment.
To not feel literal dread every time that I go online would be straight up goals right now.
Yeah, honestly. It would be a miracle, really.
It's amazing that I feel such escapism going into this novel of trash simply because it doesn't have anything to do with our current society. You're
not wrong. But also, while reading it, at least in the parts that we are at now, it's also very high stress as well. So I'm just kind of I don't need any more of this in my life. Yeah. Please.
Yeah, I just wanted something that was low stress and safe.
How's Jessica doing? How's Cher-Dash dad? Let's see what they're... No, let's not talk about any of those and talk about everyone that's dying, and it's great.
Yeah, tell me about Jacob trying to find parts for the rabbit, or what nail color Jessica's trying to find right now, or what Angela's reading.
God.
Give me something simple to kind of...
Wow, I forgot Angela even existed. Wow.
Oh, well, I mean...
Okay, she barely got any screen time in this book anyway.
That's true. So. I mean, you're not wrong.
Belle didn't give a fuck about Angela.
Yeah, that's true. Sorry, Angela.
Sorry. She's not a real person. It's fine.
Yeah. I wish I could say that changes, but it doesn't really, because Bella's more consumed with people that are not people throughout this series. So
Bella's got bigger fish to fry. Fish to fry? Fish.
Same.
I'm so sad. I've been sad for months.
Welcome to the Sadcast. Oh, man.
So this trash...
So, before we dive into this high-stress thing, I was listening to another podcast that I enjoy, and they were talking about Bella's period. And I just want to chat with you about that for a hot second.
Sure.
So, if Bella has periods, which we don't know that she does, but if she does, how do you think that Edward handles that?
Very interesting question.
Because even being around her, he's chomping at the bit.
Even just with her scent and stuff.
Yeah.
Could imagine if she cut herself accidentally on something in front of him, let alone bleeding from down under.
Oh my god. Yeah.
So you think she has a diva cup and he just takes as a shot glass?
That's what, oh my god. That's what I'm saying though. Is that he would have to I'm just imagining him losing his shit.
No, he would Oh no.
I can't imagine that the weeks leading up to it when she's PMSing and stuff, right? I don't know that he would be able to handle it because he'd be in tune with how her body is cramping and shit, right?
Right.
And then the fact that she's actually having a period, I don't know that he could physically be around it because
I don't think that could happen. Imagine if she was on her period and Jasper was in the room or something, she'd be dead. She'd be eaten.
Literally, right?
This is high stakes danger.
Yeah, it's a literal Final Destination movie because of the fact that she's
just another punishment for having a vulva.
Honestly,
just one more.
Yeah, I don't know. The way that him being around her when she's just, like, has skin, and that's not a strong enough barrier. Right. But the fact that that would be something that's, like, existing, I don't know, that's just wild to think about.
Oh my god.
And it's never brought up.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, I'm not shocked by that, because what? That happens to people
exactly.
when they're in pubescence? Shocking.
Yeah.
But I'm also curious to see if she does at this point of the novel or ever. Like, because she lives with Charlie and is a single dad and doesn't know what the fuck anything, probably.
Literally.
This is his first child and first daughter. Because that was, like, a similar situation that I was in, because my mom, by the time that I started my period or whatever, like, she stopped having her period for several reasons and whatever. And so, like, I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And, like, had no resources and nothing there. And I was just like, I don't, what? And just imagining Bella already, like, lost and confused at the world.
Yeah.
And then just bleeding. And then Charlie's like, I don't, fuck, whatever. I don't know.
Oh my god. Like, maybe try, like, Neosporin Bella? I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
Y'all,
just
get your girl a Diva Cup.
Honestly, there's nothing that can't be fixed with a Diva Cup, honestly.
Honestly, I want one, but they're so expensive.
Yeah.
Y'all.
Yeah. That's just something to think about. Something that has not been discussed enough, I think.
Also, time has moved so slowly in this book, too, that I don't really know, like, how long it's even been since the beginning. So it's like, how to even reference, like, how many months it's been, or, like, how many, whatever, cycles she could have gone through, if she had.
Right. I don't
And at what point, when like, a lot of emotional stuff is happening and, like, high-stakes stuff is happening.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I think it's been maybe a month.
That's fucking wild. What? What?
Yeah, I would need to go back and double check that.
God,
but
what?
I think so. She got to Forks in the middle of March. And I think that the prom, not the girls' dance that Jessica just went to, but, like, the prom happens in April.
Okay.
Or something. And that's, like, yet to come.
Okay.
So, and not
I feel like
that
there's a
much
shift,
time
right?
has
Because,
passed.
like, when we, in the beginning, like, and we were there at Forks in the school the whole time, like, we spent a lot of time there.
Yes.
And then in comparison to, like, where we are now, it's still, like, the same amount of, like, pages, but we're going through things so much slower. It's not, like, a day-by-day-by-day thing, like it was in the beginning, and, like, a mundane, like, oh, this happened, next day. This is, like, everything's happening now in this second or whatever, and it feels like it's been, like, a year, but it's only been, like, 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
So it's fucking with my brain.
Yeah, I want to say this first book happens, like, maybe a month, maybe 2 months. Like, maybe the prom happens in May. But I don't think that it happens in more than that time. I need to go through and confirm that in our next podcast. But I don't think that it happens in more time than that. Which is wild.
That's truly wild, because this is, like, 7 billion pages.
Yeah. I know that this whole saga happens in a year or something like that.
I hate that there's so much more to come and it's only a year.
Yeah. It's something like that. It's wild. Yeah.
Oh, God.
So that's something to look forward to. Interesting little tidbits to think about, I guess. So
while you're listening to this podcast, think about Bella and her period, possibly.
Well, the reason that I had been thinking about that, though, is because when we get into this chapter of 19, which is the first one that we had to read for today, one of the things that's mentioned, like, a few pages into it, is Bella packing her bags and, like, the toiletry bits. And even though that's kind of glossed over, it made me think, like, if she does have a period, did she pack anything for it?
Right.
Because it's just, like, a lot of clothes and stuff.
Right. So, are you being sensible as a packer?
Because there's so many clothes. Edward is just, like, wide-arming that stuff.
Yeah.
But if you're thinking
Bella, do you even have a toothbrush in here?
Right, exactly. When I'm packing my toiletries, I usually pack for all kinds of scenarios. And so you would want to make sure all of your bases are covered, because if she doesn't really know where she's going, kind of thing. Mm-hmm. But the chapter does start off with the plan that they set forth that we did kind of discuss last week was, again, the 15 minutes of Bella having to go in and tell Char-Dad that all hell is broken loose and she has to get out of there no matter what. So it's very dramatic.
And also, we find out of nowhere that Bella can act.
Yeah, that was so wild.
It's like she gives this Oscar-worthy performance.
Oh my God.
Like crying, and she's like, "Oh my God, Edward, I hate him. I broke up with him." And like, Char-Dad is like, "What is happening? Are you okay? What?" And Bella's just like screaming, and she's like, "I'm gonna go back to see my mom. I'm going back to Phoenix. I fucking hate Forks. I don't want to make connections here." And she's like packing and crying and like shutting the door and stuff. And I'm like, where was any of this before now?
Honestly.
What?
That was amazing. I did not remember, I don't know, her like urging Edward to not listen to what she said. Mm-hmm. And then the fact that she like kicks the door down.
It's so like, much.
Yeah, and the whole like, fuck off, Edward, like, leave me alone and stuff. That's wild.
It's so wild. And also, like, the worst part is that she, like, to convince Charlie that she's, like, leaving for good and doesn't want to be there anymore, she, like, uses the same exact words as her mom did when she left Charlie, which is so fucked up. Like,
she has no chill. No. Oh my God.
And, like, she well, I can't. No.
Oh my God.
Like, that's so mean and scarring. And, like, Charlie's, like, trying to be a good dad. And, like, is getting all these memories brought up again. Oh, God.
It just, everything about that specific situation of her using the same phrase that her mom did when she was leaving, I just have so many questions about that. Because, one, how many times did she have to hear that story from Renee for that to have for that to be embedded in her psyche,
right? That's fine.
And for her to know that connotation of that being a bad thing, and then 2, for her to be in such a high stress, like high anxiety moment, how I'm just amazed that she was able to access that memory with such clarity to be like, nope, this is the thing. I have to go to this specific thing.
It's like Terry's such a sensitive, like, vein, you know?
Yes. Yeah. And, I mean, I understand that it has more emotional weight. Like, it's not necessarily the words, right? It was the actual moment that hurts a lot. Because when I look at those words of, like, it didn't work out, okay, I really, really hate Forks, that isn't necessarily an attack on Charlie.
No.
It's more an attack on, like, the life that they had together. And I do think that this was an important moment for Bella's character, because it really shows that she's not, like, the perfect protagonist.
Right, yeah.
Which is interesting. Like, I don't know, there's something about this that almost has good, not even necessarily good writing, because, like, those words are really simple, but showing depth of character, which we don't usually get to see for Stephanie, which is interesting.
There's a lot of, like, complexities to it, and it's a lot of, like, also being influenced by this guy and being in this really high-stakes situation and being like, I don't know what the fuck is happening, but this is, like, my only way out, and it's the only way to protect Charlie, but also that being revolving around hurting Charlie for a little bit and then leaving.
Yeah.
And it's just a lot.
And then that's the thing, too, is, right, so she's trying to do it to keep him safe, right, at the end of the day. But she's using these words that she knows are going to scar him.
No need for any of that.
Yeah. Like, oh, God.
Like, he already knew that she didn't like Forks and was just kind of there, you know, to spite Renee, and also to just be like, whatever, I'll try this, whatever, and, like, wasn't really happy with it. She didn't have to, like, literally, like, take the words from, like, probably the most traumatizing experience of his life, you know, with his wife leaving him and stuff, and it's like, Why? You did not have to do this.
Man, that's such a deep cut, Bella.
Oh, it's so bad. Like, I was like, I don't want to read this anymore. I'm so sad.
Oh, man. That's just not nice. And I understand. Truly.
He doesn't get context or anything. He's just like, whoa, what the fuck? And he's going to be sad.
Yeah. He doesn't deserve any of this.
No.
And he, at the end of the day, gets to, not get his throat ripped out by a vampire.
I mean, I guess.
But, he doesn't know that.
Yeah, no.
All he knows is that this is the second time that he gets walked out on. And that's not cool. I feel so bad for him. Charlie deserves the world. And all he gets is just...
more.
Honestly, and he just always ends up getting screwed over. I just feel so bad.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Poor baby.
So Bella and I know. Man. So Bella ends up leaving, of course. Mm-hmm. And for the sake of Charlie being safe. Ugh. The benefit, though, of this is that the tracker ended up, of course, hearing what Bella's theatrics.
As could everyone in, the tri-state area.
Yeah. Literally, yeah. She just, was, screaming, pulled out, a megaphone, and was just like, I'm leaving now. I'm exiting stage right now.
Wink, wink, wink.
Fuck.
I sure hope there aren't any vampires in this area. You know what? You know what it was? It wasn't that she was loud. It was that she was on her period. That's what it was.
Honestly, probably.
You're yo.
Yeah, she was just like, I really hope that boyfriend I broke up with isn't outside right now. God. Ugh, man.
Yeah, maybe screaming Edward wasn't the best move on her part.
Honestly.
But okay.
Fuck. Man. And the whole car scene I thought was interesting, especially because of the fact that Edward ends up in the car because he's just there always.
Just
I don't know.
He's got nothing else to do, I guess.
So he's telling her that she needs to pull over so that he can drive, and she's just like, I'm fine. Which, same. I thought that was interesting.
Wow, and Bella crying in front of Edward? Truly shocking.
Yeah.
Never seen that before.
My favorite thing about this, though, is that he just, moves her over while taking control of the wheel. And it's not necessarily described as, I don't know, controlling or possessive, but more so as just Bella, can you just, stop for a second? Yeah.
That's such a theme that happens in this chapter. Everyone just picks her up and, moves her somewhere else.
Literally.
At least 3 different people. And I'm she can just move. No, just, carry her in your arms. And just, pivot a little bit and then just drop her down.
Yeah.
It's so silly.
Yeah, this part, it's he pulled me across his lap, and suddenly he was in the driver's seat. The truck didn't swerve an inch, and it's oh my God.
That's not how that...
She's just this, limp noodle, just
Honestly, same.
Fuck. It's just so great. Oh, that's amazing. And so she asks about the tracker, and Edward, oh my God, he's me as fuck. Because he's he heard the end of your performance. And it's even he catches on to the fact that it was so dramatic.
Can you chill?
Honestly.
Can you just...
Oh, man. And the fact that when she sees Alice's headlights, she screams, bloody murder, and Edward just, slaps his hand over her mouth.
Hey, shut up. Yeah.
Jesus. Amazing.
She was just getting into the part where she's I'm cool with the vampires. I know what's happening. I'm not a train wreck. And then as soon as shit goes wrong, she's I'm reverted back to all that I was before.
Yeah.
And I'm shocked by anything that moves.
Yeah, she can handle them telling her that, they eat animals for breakfast and stuff. But as soon as she sees, a rogue headlight,
why she
likes
loses
her shit.
You know why she's okay with that.
well, yeah. I mean, that's, like, her thing, so.
Her Match.com profile.
Oh, my fuck. Oh, damn it. That's great.
I'm sorry. Are you in camo? Swipe right.
You like to hold fish? Okay. Yeah.
Okay. I see you.
Finally, though, we're like 400 pages into this novel, and Bella finally asks, why did this happen? Why me?
Literally.
Oh my god.
I cannot believe.
It took this long for a rational question to come out of her mouth of like, why, universe? Why did you choose me?
You can only bank off the strawberries and cream smelling thing for so long before you start to have actual questions.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, like, the wind did pick up her scent. Like, so James probably did get the berries and cream scent.
I mean, it's fair.
But it's a fair question to ask about, like, why me?
Yeah, literally. This book is almost over. She's like, hey, maybe this has something to do with more than just, like, anything.
Yeah. Bella,
Babe,
we're almost at the end of this. You've got to start asking these questions.
Grip.
Yeah. Amazing.
No, you know what, though? It's also she's been shunned by the vampires for even asking questions in the past.
That's
so maybe
true.
she's kind of, like, holding off. Like, when she brings up normal human concerns in front of these
like
vampires.
Umbrellas.
Right, like umbrellas. They're like, silly human, silly human. So then she's just like, you know what? Fuck it. I won't ask any questions. I'll just figure it out. Whatever. Y'all suck.
True.
And now, it's biting her in the butt.
Literally. Yeah. Yeah.
Define literally.
Well, when she fell last week.
Right on her butt? Yeah, okay. Sure.
Yeah. And besides, you don't know where James wants to suck her blood.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, usually they do it on the throat, but, like, you don't know what his thing is.
That's true. I'm in no place to judge, you know? Everyone has their own thing, right?
You don't know what his Match.com button is, so.
Okay.
We do finally get... So Bella does ask another question, because apparently her panic state in this truck is just to ask all the questions. She does ask, how do you kill a vampire? Mm-hmm. And,
great time to ask that now.
Right, yeah. And it's, the usual way of, tearing them to shreds and then burning the pieces.
Right, yeah. Mm-hmm. No religious undertones, no hellfire, no sin, it's like super chill, how you've always heard it being told.
Yeah, just like you do any other human, it's just like the usual way. Right.
Sorry, that's the first thing you learn in murdering school. I don't know where you've been.
Hannibal talks about it on his blog all the time. I don't know, like, what
I can keep up.
Right, yeah. I mean, isn't that... It's like, that's what this whole podcast is about. I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about.
Yeah, this has been a true crime podcast. Welcome to
Yeah, this is basically like a prequel to Serial. I don't know, like what.
Yeah, that was us. We did that.
Oh my god, please don't come for us, honestly. I can't walk anywhere without my feet cracking, so, like, I didn't do anything. Like, it's a problem.
God, you're like 85.
Please stop.
It's not it's your body.
Honestly, I take supplements. My bones just don't work.
God, it's like that. It's like that SpongeBob characters. I was like, I was born with glass bones and paper skin.
That's literally me. Stop. Oh, God. Okay, so they finally get to the Cullen crib. The
McMansion?
The McMansion, yes. Oh my god, okay, tangent.
Oh,
First of all, so, do y'all remember a couple episodes ago when I was talking about that Ronald McDonald show or whatever?
Oh boy.
So, I watched a couple of, like, clips from that, and I sent them to Cody, because I found them, and
you couldn't suffer alone.
Watch those. And I couldn't suffer them alone. Please don't watch those. Those gave me nightmares. I forgot how terrifying those were.
I mean, Ronald McDonald was a creepy dude, and so was his band of fuckwads.
that crew, they're scary. So please don't. That's all I have to say about that. Oh, God. Okay. I gotta get that out of my mind. So anyway, they come into this room or whatever, and my favorite sentence about this whole thing is the fact that Bella mentions the fact that she can hear low growls coming out of Emmett's throat, which is me this whole week, to be honest. Like,
just my body fighting back.
Right?
No.
That's like me with the like #resist. Like on Twitter. It's just like me just like growling this whole week. Oh, and Laurent's there, and he's just like, hey, don't.
Because Carlisle was like, yo, let's chill. Right. Welcome to my home, even though you're gonna murder everyone I love.
Yeah. Well, and because Carlisle is gracious and kind and wanted to hear what Laurent has to say.
God, why are all the dads in this series too good?
They just deserve so much more.
And it's why they love each other, Allie. It's why... they're too pure. They don't need anyone else in this book.
We haven't discussed how Billy fits into this, then.
Okay, Billy is just there. Okay. No. I mean, Billy is a typical, in the Black family that he's just jealous of things that he can't have and thinks he's entitled to things. So he keeps, bribing with fish fries and stuff, even though he knows.
I mean, you might be onto something.
End scene.
You might be onto something here.
Listen.
I like it. I support it. I mean, I get it.
Thank you.
Maybe that Swan destiny just can't be denied, no matter what generation it is.
It's true, yeah. And the Blacks will always get fucked over every single time.
I think it's just written by the fates, honestly.
Yeah, it's just the stars aligned. And it was
right.
Yo, what are their stars on? Do you think they're compatible? Wait,
hold on. I'm glad you asked.
I need to know Edward's sign, immediately.
Hey, so I have some news for you.
He's one of you, fuckers.
Hey, so I have some news for you, my dude.
One of you.
Edward Cullen, my sweet, precious boy, is a Gemini.
I knew it. As soon as I said that, I was like, I knew he's a fucking Gemini.
Oh my god.
I knew it.
Oh my god.
I knew it.
How did I not know this before?
What's with you and your trash gang?
Hey, you shut your mouth.
Hey, sorry. Okay, it's you, Edward Cullen, Kanye, and Trump. You want to fight?
Hey.
Although he was one day short from being a Cancer, so he could have been one of me, but...
I think he's a cusp, though. That's what that means.
I think so. I don't know how this works.
Honestly, this explains...
He's literally the combination of us. Allie. Allie.
Cody. Oh.
Don't make this romantic.
Honestly, shut up. This explains so much.
Yo, the Gemini thing explains a lot.
It really does. It really explains a lot.
Listen, I'm not one here for demonizing Geminis and calling them two-faced, but in the case of Edward Cullen, I rest my case.
I mean, you just included me in the list of fuckboys, so like...
you're a Gemini, I'm sorry.
I thought you were just about to say, I am a fuckboy, and I was like, hey. I mean, you're not wrong, but
if
also...
the shoe fits.
Oh my god!
I can't believe we didn't do this sooner.
Wow. I didn't think that there was new information about the Twilight canon that I could learn.
That you didn't know, yeah.
But there is.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, it turns out that Bella's a Virgo, which explains literally everything about her.
Oh my god. I mean, I could have probably guessed that, honestly.
So anyway, back to the actual text.
Yeah, sorry. We could make a whole podcast about the Twilight Saga and their friggin' zodiac signs, but honestly, that explains so much.
God. Oh, there's so much more context that we needed.
Truly. Yeah.
Well, sorry you got stuck with that one, as you usually get, the short end of the stick in terms of your sign. I
mean, I think because the fact that he is a Gemini Cancer cusp, but I think that it makes a lot of sense. So, he's a sporadic and emotional man. Just like us.
Just like us. Just a couple of sporadic and emotional men.
He's got a lot of feelings, you know? And I get that. I feel it. I really understand. So, I got you. I understand. Okay, so back to Laurent and being in the McMansion. He was telling Carlisle that nothing stops James when he gets started. Because James is a tracker who has no chill.
Fair.
Right. And that he's absolutely lethal and stuff. And I bet Emmett's just standing there, like, scoffing. Like, yeah, sure. Like,
could we talk about this really cold makeout session? Like, it's freezing this freaking.
Please. Yes. You bet.
It's literally, like, because, like, Edward's gonna motor. And Bella's like, wait. And then they're just like, before they leave each other for the first time since, like, days or whatever. And he, quote unquote, crushes me onto him. Which is, like, a choice. And then the lips were icy and hard against mine, which, like, romance. Just When I think of, like, sex and, like, romance and, like, the love of my life, I think icy and cold, just like 2 ice cubes on my lips. Like, that's what I want.
Yeah, that sounds like a hard pass for me, actually.
Yeah, I'm not here for any of that.
Yeah, no thank you, though,
but
actually.
Thank you for trying, I guess?
Yeah, no thanks.
God, no one wants a cold kiss.
Well, and just the way that it's described, too, it just seems like the shortest thing ever. It's like, it sounds like she ran into a refrigerator or something. Like, it's not, like, for the shortest second, and then it was over. Like, alright. Like, it's just...
It's really weird and off-putting and distracting to the story.
Well, and it doesn't seem at all romantic.
Although that's not different from any of their other kissing experiences.
I mean, you're not wrong. It's just...
Because they always end up in Bella or Edward dying.
Literally, yeah, I mean...
or collapsing.
Yeah, that was weird. I think that there was an interesting little dynamic here between Jasper and Bella, though, right after this. Yeah, when Jasper says to Bella, like, you are wrong, you know, and she's like, what? And then dies.
Just literally collapses.
And he says, I can feel what you're feeling now, and you are worth it. And it's like, like, okay, interesting choice of words, Jasper. Like, I don't know if that's how you compliment someone, but thank you much. So that was, like, cute, I guess.
Yeah, and it's funny though because, like, Edward's so butthurt about not being able to know what Bella's thinking at all times, and then Jasper's like, yeah, I see you, I get you.
Right.
I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he doesn't know exactly, like, what she's thinking about, but he understands, like, what she's feeling, which I think is an interesting...
And he could probably look at her face, and she's like, fuck.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, you probably didn't need to delve too deep into that one.
Right. I did think it was cute, though, that when the chapter ends, Alice asks her permission for carrying her, which I thought was cute. Just as, like, a little slap in the face to Edward when he just, like, picks her up and doesn't ask if it's okay. And it's just like, fuck off to all of you. Like, that is chapter 19. We are almost done, though, because chapter 20 is Impatience, which means that we are in the 20s, and this ends in the 20s, which is nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's nice.
Yeah. So we are, in fact, getting there, which is great. So Bella wakes up, and we find...
Confused
and dazed, which...
Because, like, same.
Yeah. She doesn't really wake up in any other emotion, I would say.
I imagine she always wakes up like she just has a hangover, like, every single morning. It's just kind of like, oh, fuck. Where am I? What's happening? Yeah. What time is it? What year is it?
Yeah. Poor Bella. She just can't catch a break, ever.
God.
Yeah. I understand that feel, but not necessarily in the way of, like, she doesn't really know if she's in, like, a hotel someday, or if she's been stared at the whole time that she's been sleeping. Like,
right. Just constantly watched.
Right, yeah. So she's getting, I don't know, dazed and confused, and then giving directions as far as, well, she's recounting her memories, while she's being dazed and confused. And she can't tell on the clock, the 3 o'clock, if it's, like, morning or evening. And it's like, man, you've had a rough day, my dude.
Yeah, I would hope you could tell by some of your surroundings, or...
Right. But of course not.
Like, it's chill, whatever.
Yeah. I thought that it was interesting that she was shocked when Alice knocked on the door, as if vampires who can sense heartbeat and hear noises acutely wouldn't be able to tell when she's awake. And I was like, dude, you've got to understand this at this point, like how they work and operate.
Yeah. Also, you're literally the only person here that's not a vampire. Like, they are acutely aware.
Right, exactly.
Of you and your body and what you do.
Yeah. Man, that would suck just because of how, like, embarrassed Bella gets. I would imagine that she would get nervous if she, like, has bodily movements when she sleeps. Like, could you imagine, like, if she, like, stress farted when she slept?
Oh I believe that she would.
And just having to, like, deal with that awkwardness because of how awkward...
Just be exposed to the world.
Well, and just, like, having to deal with how awkward Alice and Jasper are personally. Just, like...
As people.
So you heard me, like, burp or, like, fart. How's that dealing with you guys? Cool. Thanks.
Some chill breakfast morning conversation. Right. Did I do anything weird in my sleep?
Yeah. Because, I mean, Edward would straight up tell you, like, oh, yeah, no, you told me that you loved me in your sleep last night. Like, man, that's weird. Weird conversation. So, that's great. Alice is trying desperately to get Bella to take care of her personal needs as far as, like, drinking water and, like...
Honestly, God bless.
Yeah, so, thanks, Alice. You're great. And trying to eat, because... Poor thing. Edward had reminded her that she needs to feed Bella. So that was cute.
Like, you eat a lot.
Yeah. And then Bella dies when she hears Edward's name. So that was not at all
like,
shocking.
as if they weren't gonna bring him up.
Literally.
Like, Bella just assumes that everyone that's not in the room is dead and just, like, gone.
Yeah.
So, like, Edward? What?
Probably another sign of, like... how she was raised as far as, like, emotional intimacy.
Yo, honestly, that's too real.
So, we find out about Carlisle needing to call, and the fact that he hasn't called is probably not a good thing, which is yikes. The whole thing about Jasper and Bella is such an interesting dynamic for me. One, because of the fact that Jasper is still not totally chill being around Bella.
Definitely not.
And also because the fact that he's so attuned to her emotions, and Bella just has, like, so many emotions. So...
you want to eat? Here's a buffet of my brain and all my anxieties and mental illness. Here you are. Here it is.
Right. Yeah.
Bon appetit.
Just so the fact that when he's like, Bella, you have nothing to worry about. You're safe here. And she's like, yeah, I know that. And he's like, then why are you frightened? Like, that is me all the time.
Yeah. Like, no, it's chill. Then, like, why are you so tense? Like, what are you talking about? Everything's fine.
Tense? What do you mean? What do you mean tense? What are you talking about? What?
Who? Who, me?
Oh, my God.
He's, like, pacing back and forth. Yeah. I'm fine. Everything's fine. It's just fine. Like, I just love my dad. It's great. And, like, he hates me, and it's fine. Whatever. It's fine. My boyfriend's dead, and it's fine. It's like, everything's fine, Jasper. Chill out.
Oh my God. Yeah. The fact that he's like, yeah, you're totally safe here. And she's like boarding up the windows. And it's like, yeah, totally. I get it. Like,
yeah. Sure.
You're safe here. What are you I'm totally safe here. Yeah. What are you talking about?
Yeah. No, I mean, I trust you. Like, I trust you.
This whole relationship is built on trust. What do you don't trust me? I don't. Oh my God. It's just like...
God, Paranoid Bella's my favorite.
Oh, God. It's just great. It's great. I love that just watching her slowly get cabin fever is almost like a little too real for me right now. Like,
it's too soon.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of a sore spot for me. Like, just the fact that she's like,
I just got used to the fresh air and the sun, and like,
yeah, her being like, it was a very long day. I'm just like, no.
Don't take me back.
Yeah. And also just Bella being like, at regular intervals, food was delivered to me. It's like, well, okay.
I mean...
All right, well.
Well.
This is really, really great writing here, Steph. Thank you. Thanks for this.
It's like, oh, did you forget that she's pretentious as fuck and, like, quotes Thoreau or something, probably?
Yeah, honestly.
Here it is.
I mean, I think the most relatable about all of this is when she writes, as the afternoon wore on, I went back to bed simply for something to do. I was like, oh, well.
Yo.
Okay, well.
Man, if only Netflix were around.
Honestly, yeah, she would have loved that.
All of her problems, yeah.
The only thing that was interesting about this bit, though, is when Bella and Alice finally start talking about the vampire transformation, which was interesting, especially because the fact that Alice is insistent on the fact that Edward will be extremely angry. And Stephanie says it in the italics.
In italics.
Oh, God.
Girl.
Yeah.
Get a grip. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Stop.
Well, that's how you know that it's, like, foreshadowing in italics. It's like...
Listen, I don't need you to literally hand it to me on a silver platter.
Oh, but she will.
Your fucking font choices and your bolding and your underlining in italics. I don't need it.
Oh, but she'll give it to you.
I have a brain. I'm using it.
Oh, God.
I'm obviously using it like at the lowest capacity while reading this novel, but I still have cognitive functioning while reading this trash.
Yeah. So we get a lot of choice vocab words during this description. Lots of, like, venom and pain and poison and...
Just really solid good words.
Yeah. And, like...
Really comforting.
Right. And, like, heart and conversion. Lots of, you know...
Yeah, great.
Yeah. All culminating into a victim would be wishing for death. Like, it's just...
Lit. Just lit. Yeah. Sign me up.
Yeah. Yeah. It's great.
Okay, Tony the Tiger. Yeah. Trying to pull a brand on us right now?
No, I don't even know that I've had Frosted Flakes before, to be honest.
Ever? Who the fuck are you? What?
I don't... That isn't really cereal. It's just like pencil shavings. I don't know. That's
all cereal. Cereal is literally sugar and, like, cardboard. That's it. That's the whole thing.
Excuse you, first of all. That's an insult.
If it's insulting, that's how you know it's true. It's real. If you need to be defensive about it, that means there's something to defend.
Yeah, my honor, first of all. No.
Listen, Allie, you're a grown woman. You could admit that cereal is sugary cardboard.
I mean, I'll admit that it's sugar, for sure, but...
Yes.
I mean, I don't know about the cardboard bit. I mean, I know that, like, the cat snacks in the Lucky Charms bit is definitely the cardboard, and then the sugar is the marshmallows.
I don't think anyone's ever eaten one of those things. I think the American youth have just been brainwashed to eat just the marshmallows, and that's why we're so fucked.
Yeah.
You know? We're just
I'll agree with that for sure, but, I mean, I don't know. I grew
just
up
give me a bowl of those fucking marshmallows.
Yeah. The fact that they can get away and call that cereal is amazing to me.
Yo, I had Cookie Crisp as a kid, and that shit is not cereal. It's cookie.
Man, I wanted Cookie Crisp so bad when I was younger, and my mom would never buy that shit for me.
Yo, my parents didn't give a fuck. They're like, oh, you just want to just rot your teeth in your life? Yeah, here you go.
I always wanted that one, and then the, like, Count Dracula one that was cookies, too, or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, I want some cereal right now. You suck.
I think I'm gonna go to Walgreens after this and get some cereal.
Yeah, I could fuck with some Honey Nut Cheerios right now. Damn.
Yo, true.
Damn it. Let's get this over with. I need some cereal.
I think we're done here. Nothing else really happens in this show.
The awkward moment when talking about, like, blood and converting someone over to being a vampire makes you want cereal. That's some fucked up shit.
I can't believe that the amount of times we've talked in the text about cereal and have never actually gone into talking about cereal, but this is what gets us to talking about cereal.
Yo, that's so true. That's weird.
That's kind of fucked up.
That's wild. Whoops.
Well,
I mean, whatever, it happens.
If any cereal sponsors want to...
Yo, honestly, yeah, I could fucks with that. We can chat.
Fuck me up, Cheerios.
Yeah. Man, okay, yeah, but that's for real, though, because their ads and campaigns have been pretty on brand lately, so we can chat.
I don't think I've seen a Cheerios commercial in 10 years, but...
There's some ones now about them being gluten-free where there's this little girl...
Yo.
There's this little girl who's like, this is Samantha, and Samantha used to always love Cheerios, but she can never have Cheerios anymore because they're not gluten-free. And then it plays like this sad little fucking piano tune, and then it's like, hey Samantha, we made them gluten,
which is like you,
literally, and then it's like, hey Samantha, we made these gluten-free just for you now, and then like her dad fucking walks in with the box. And they sit there and eat Cheerios together, and it's like me sobbing into my Cheerios. It's like, okay, I gotta fucking stop. Oh
my god, that was a turn.
I know. Well, they're the fucking brand that had like the interracial families too. So
that's right. They did a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Listen,
I know. General Mills like kind of got their shit together. So. Well, I gotta stop talking about these people. They need to start paying me. Anyway, back to this. So, Alice, like, springs off the bed because she's turning into Raven-Symoné and she has a vision. And so then Jasper, right, like a little magnet, runs over to her side. Mm. He's like, what's up? And she's like, something's happened. And it's, like, V-dramatic. And Bella's just...
Yeah, it's like, you can use your words.
Yeah. And then, of course, Bella's just sitting there, right? And her head just, like, tilts a little because she's very confused and can't put context clues together. We find out that there's something about this, like, mirror room. And it's all very, like, vague.
Shocking.
Yeah. And there's something about a TV and a VCR. Lol. Real throwback.
Hey, I still have a VCR, so...
What? Why?
Yeah. Because it was a VCR/DVD player. Oh. I'm not going to get a new DVD player.
Okay, well, that's different.
I can still play VCRs if I wanted to.
Yeah, well, I mean, you could.
And boy, will I.
Oh.
Oh, I will. I have the Jimmy Neutron movie VHS in that, like, yellow or orange Nickelodeon VHS thing that they did.
No.
Yeah, I still have that, and I will use it.
No.
Those things were the bomb.
No.
Listen, I buy cassette tapes and I'm proud.
Oh, God.
Hey.
Yikes.
Listen, vinyl's expensive, so...
I mean, you're not wrong.
And I also have a CD/cassette player, so I'm
just
gonna use both.
Why are you like this?
I like physical things. I'm sorry.
God, we are literally the opposite, because I I prefer digital things. Like,
God, shower me in all the things. I just want to hold them. I just want mementos. That's why I have 1 billion books.
I mean, I do too, but they take up space. I want to
hold them and love them and yeah, fuck it. I don't need that much space. Just shove
Do you know
how
much time that takes to move, though?
Yeah, well, I'm not planning on moving for a couple years, so don't worry about that later. I'll cross that bridge when I get there.
Just you wait until you've moved like 6 times, and then you'll see.
I'm not gonna, but that's what storage things are for, Allie. Okay.
So back to this fucking trash that we keep trying to tangent out of. This little trio gets a phone call, right, as you do. Mm-hmm. And it's Edward. Shock, what do you know? And Bella was like, oh, Edward, I was so worried. And the first thing that Edward does is he sighs in frustration.
As you do.
As you do. And he responds saying, I told you not to worry about anything but yourself. So what he meant to say was, thank you so much for being concerned about me. How are you doing? Instead, he berates her. Okay.
Super chill.
Great.
You know? Great.
Good
Wonderful.
job.
Yes, great.
Thank you, Edward.
And also, as if he doesn't know that Bella's personality is half Edward at this point. Like,
Literally.
of course, worrying about herself is, like, also her and her relationship to Edward and all those things.
Yeah. And
so, like, come on.
So later on, Bella's like, I miss you. And he, of course, is like, I know, Bella. Believe me. I know. Okay.
Cool. What a cool guy.
Right. He then continues, it's like you've taken half of myself away with you. Hey, so here's the thing, Edward, you twat. Could you have, in any of that, said, I miss you too?
Yeah, you know, like a normal relationship.
Right.
But, like, it's chill.
Right.
Whatever. Compassion for another human being. What?
Yeah. And then he ends this with, she ends this with, I love you. And he responds with, could you believe that? Despite everything I've put you through, I love you too. Hey, Edward, here's the thing. How about you don't make Bella question whether or not you love her?
God.
Just a thing. So yeah, that's where we're at with this relationship right now.
Smooth sailing.
Yeah.
Population, these two.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Romance City.
Romance City. Yeah. So that's where they're at right now. Alice is drawing right now. The room that she was talking about earlier, and Alice finishes it. Jasper asks Bella if she recognizes it at all, and she talks about it being a place that she used to go for dance lessons. Now,
it's the whitest thing.
Can we imagine for just a moment?
Oh God.
Bella,
I don't wanna.
being in dance lessons when she was 8 or 9. Because that is an image that I really can't imagine. Amazing choice, Steph. Also, it's fantastic to me that she chose this because in the movie, the outside of this dance studio was filmed in P-Town. Also, in a shocking turn of events, Bella was like, I was a terrible dancer. They always put me in the back for recitals. Really, Bella? Shocking, truly.
Really?
What do you know? This is such a filler episode. What?
Honestly.
Chapter, whatever.
To each their own.
Whatever. After this, she just calls her mom and is like, hey.
To make sure that she isn't there when, like, vampires.
Right. Yeah. She just calls her mom and is like, hey, I'm fine, but, like, things are kind of going awry right now. Just so you know.
Shit's fucked, so.
Yeah.
Which is also something that she gets from her mom, because in the beginning, remember, she was just like, hey, you haven't responded to my email in, like, 2 seconds, so I'm gonna call the cops. Can
oh my God,
you respond to me? And now Bella's like, hey, not answering my phone calls. Don't move until you've called me.
Right.
Thank you.
Yep. Yeah, they're
it's really
definitely
great,
related. That's for sure.
From the same tree.
Yeah. And this most fascinating chapter ends with Bella falling asleep on the couch. So,
metaphors.
Literally, yeah. Me currently. Wow.
Yeah. As soon as I hit stop recording.
Yeah.
Just go back.
Yeah, that's me and how I feel about this chapter in general. It's just falling asleep on the couch. And
next week, chapters 21 and 22.
Yep.
Read them. Or don't. We'll do it for you.
We will always do it for you, so that's great.
This is an Earbud Media production. You can follow us on Twitter at Earbud Media. If you want to pitch a podcast for the network for the coming season, you can at bit.ly/Earbud Pitch, which is also on the Twitter at Earbud Media. You can follow Into the Twilight on Twitter and Facebook and Tumblr. And also, we have a Patreon, so if you want to show us some love through money and stuff like that. Although, if you would like to just do them to organizations that you really want to keep going, I would be fine with you doing that.
I would be very fine with you doing that as well.
I would much rather you be doing a monthly donation there.
Just screenshot it and send it to our email or tweet it at us, and I'm totally cool with shouting you out as well.
Yo, honestly though, yes. if you have anything you want to email to us or send to us, our email is intothetwilightshow@gmail.com. Our artwork is done by the amazing... I had someone and I forgot it as soon as we got here.
Could we say Philippa Sue?
She just saw Hamilton, right?
Yes. And because Maddie Padilla, as far as I can tell right now, is still at Broadway Con because she's a nerd.
She's been there for years.
Yeah.
She won't leave.
Yeah. So.
But our artwork is done by Maddie Padilla, a.k.a. Philippa Sue. And you can find her stuff on Instagram at YourGhostHost44 and all of her other art stuff.
Yep.
Support her. She's great. She's wonderful.
Yep.
Our music is done by Eli Krause, which you can find at krausfilms.com, KRAUSS
He has to be a person. So I choose David Diggs.
Yes, wonderful. He's David Diggs. And is great.
Yes.
krausfilms.com.
Who needs to listen to our podcast? What the fuck?
Okay, well, that's not going to do anything now, is it?
Well, I mean, that's all I have. I just
need shouting to the void.
I just need to say
it. You can find Allie shouting to the void on the internet at 23andMe. And you can follow me doing the same exact thing at Cody Captures or CodyCorral.co.
Damn.
Yeah.
Why you gotta drag me like that?
Listen, it was a collective drag.
I mean, that's true. That's true.
What do we got this week, fam?
Okay. So.
Oh, no.
This was probably the highlight of my week. After all of the, shit that has been going on.
The dumpster fire.
After being able to, go through the deep web and find something that made me laugh was...
Just a moment of solace.
Yeah, it was. It was really nice. So, this week's fan fiction is titled The New Girl, and it's by Kitty W. And it was published on January 23rd. But it was updated 12 hours ago.
Stop.
And I just... the tags for this one are angst / romance. So...
Which is honestly just Belle and Edward as a unit.
Right, exactly. So the summary for this one is... Forks High gets a new girl, and she has captured Jasper Cullen's interest. As swoon-worthy as that sounds, maybe, just maybe, it wasn't such a good thing at all. Especially when his kitty cat has some claws with her bite.
I need to leave. Oh, no.
Okay.
Guys, stop. Are y'all just doing this to spite me? There's no... I can't wrap my head around actual people actually doing this for their enjoyment and love of this franchise. It can't be possible.
There's so many. Every time that I check this, there are so many more. It's
this has to be a zag, right? This is just zagging me. I can't believe this.
I think so. I think it is the thing.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. Okay. So, this is from Chapter 3, titled, Jasper, Chill Out. Oh, my God. Okay. Hey, Nandi was livid. Who did this guy think he was, just glaring at her like she ate his puppy? Insanely pretty or not, Mr. Blonde Man, you will not intimidate me here just because I'm new.
Oh, this is my hell. This is my personal hell.
Throwing her wild curls away from her winter eyes, she continued, accent thick with her rage. Look, I don't know what the hell your problem is, but kindly avert your eyes from me. 1, your contacts are scary, creepy. And 2, you don't know me from Adam. As a matter of fact, I don't even know your name, guy. I don't know if this is how Forks gets down, trying to intimidate new girls or whatever, but you picked the right one in Bungalow. She stood fierce in her challenge, or she reminded Bella more than ever of her being a lion. End scene.
No. Although I will take away from that I don't know if this is how Forks gets down is like my favorite thing. I thought I'm going to be referring to anything that happens in this from the time being. Oh god, that was bad.
So, good luck, Kitty W.
Never stop writing.
Never stop writing, especially...
Never let anyone tell you otherwise.
Because it seems like you're incorporating an African character and some Zulu vocab in there.
Okay. Okay.
And shout out to you, including translations of the Zulu at the end of each page. So,
yo, shouts out.
Imbongolo means jackass. So,
same. Yes.
So thank you for that.
Well, as we say in Forks.
Oh God, get bit, y'all.
Oh.